Thanks for joining us tonight for our special edition of a Memorial Day edition. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
Program. Ask Us Anything.
Yeah. So no regular Ask Us Anything for those regular folks who tune into us on Sunday nights. We won't be here this Sunday because many of you are going to be camping, at least if we can believe all the statistics out there. And also we have a very special announcement that we want to make tonight for our whole community. So this is Ask Us Anything. You guys can ask us as many questions as you want. You can put them in the comments there, and we'll try and stream them here for a bit and answer them live. But before we get into any of that, we want to tell you right away about an event that we have scheduled now on our group for. You ready? Here's these dates. You got to get these dates down. July 18th through the 21st. Now, I know that's short notice, and we've debated about, well, can we really pull off a gathering that quick? And Jennifer and Phyllis and all the other folks that we've talked to say, yeah, you can do it. And I said, well, maybe we can. So we're going to give it a try. We apologize for the short notice, but the reason why we decided we're going to go with this is because of the venue that we have. This is really an awesome place. Let's start by telling you that it is at the RV capital of the world,
Elkhart, Indiana.
Now, not only is it at Elkhart, it is on the grounds of the RV Motorhome Hall of Fame, which is celebrating, by the way, its 50th anniversary this year. Just a phenomenal museum that traces the history of the recreation vehicle. And it is a fascinating place. We've been there. We've done videos on it. Even we did a podcast from there once. And it is just a phenomenal place. If you've never been there, it definitely belongs on your bucket list. But if you have been there, then you'll be an easy sell for this gathering. So we're calling it the Elkhart Encounter. And all of the details you're going to find on your screen here. We'll put up a list for it. It's right there. And that's where you can get your tickets. The challenge we have is that we have limited amount of tickets available. So you're going to have to move fairly quickly on this anyway, because it's coming up in a little, in 6 weeks. But a limited number of tickets. And it's not just a meeting and a gathering there. We have all sorts of stuff planned. You arrive on Monday the 18th at 1 p.m. is check-in, 1 to 3. Yeah.
And why we are doing this is this opportunity to hold a rally there happened, and we would be like the first maybe
one.
They said there might be somebody ahead of us, but I think we're the first.
I think we are the very
to
first.
Have a rally there.
They made some camping spots available 2 years ago, and then of course COVID came and they never were able to use them. Now we're going to jump in and take advantage of that, and we're going to be the first official rally there.
And we're keeping the group size smaller because they requested it, and it works for us because they've never had an occasion like this, a party, a gathering like this, and they want to work out their bumps and just see how it goes.
Now we say small, it's going to be twice as big as the ones we normally have. We normally keep ours to about 50 people or 25 rigs. We're going to go up to 50 rigs and 100 people on this, but that's because we have so many things to do besides just gathering together and having a great time, which in itself is great, and having free admission to the Hall of Fame Museum. Your tickets are good for 1 rig and 2 people. And again, you will have electric hookups for your rig. There is freshwater and dump facilities available right on the grounds, just like at many state park campgrounds. They're not at each site, but the freshwater and the dump facilities are there. But the electricity will be at each site, so you can run your air conditioning and have full hookup there with electricity. Among the things that we have, and again, you can find out all the details right there, but among the things we have, where do we even start? Let's start with the Hall of Fame Museum, a tour.
Yes, and you're going to have a wristband.
And you can go in and out.
So that you can come and go and, move around a bit, not be locked into a certain time slot.
Yep.
And Monday, check in get situated. We're going
Well-
to have a potluck dinner that night for those that want to participate in the potluck. We're going to do a potluck Monday night and just get to know each other.
Those are always really the best meals of any rally we ever have because you guys are awesome cooks. We'll have a building. You can plug in stuff. It'll be all great facilities there. There are fire pits, so we can have campfires every night. And so that'll be Monday. Tuesday is when we suggest in the morning you go over to the Hall of Fame Museum. And then in the afternoon on Tuesday,
Well,
I think at the afternoon we're doing the tours, right?
we're doing tours.
We have factory tours. Our main sponsor is Keystone RV, and they have graciously agreed to host our group for tours so you can actually watch how an RV is built. Their campus is nearby in Goshen, Indiana, right next to Elkhart. And they'll have factory tours, no charge for this. You can go and it'll be awesome. We'll also have available a driving school. If you've heard Jennifer and I talk about our visit down there at Keystone a couple of weeks ago, Jennifer went through the driving school and I sat in on it as well. And it was awesome. And we've talked about it and we've had so many people email us and say, well, where's that driving school? How can we get it?
I want them, Keystone, to supply the biggest fifth wheel they got. And then everybody that drives a B can stand by it and get the picture taken.
Yeah, they can.
I drove this, set up a little obstacle course for them.
Yeah, but it's a really cool driving school. Whatever kind of RV you have, you'll learn a lot. So we'll have a driving school. We will have special seminars throughout the gathering. Matt and Bart, two master RV techs, they have their own YouTube channel. We've had them on our podcast. They will be there answering your questions and any of the DIY repair maintenance questions that you have. They can help you out no matter what kind of a rig you have. Then we'll have John from the Keystone Innovation Center, who probably knows more about solar and lithium batteries and being energy independent in an RV. He will be there doing a seminar on what you need to know about managing your power needs and how much solar you need, what you can run with solar. It'll be a fascinating session. And then we'll have a catered meal on Tuesday night, and we'll have entertainment, musical entertainment. We'll have fires and socialization.
Surprises. Prizes.
Oh yeah, lots of great prizes. I'm not going to go into too many of them, but if you're a regular at our events, you know we have really good prizes. We'll have some fun swag gifts for everybody. And then besides these seminars and the tours, there'll be some exhibits on the ground of some prototypes, RV prototypes. I think we'll be the first to actually see these, the first group to actually see these. We'll have some of the suppliers because Elkhart's not only the RV center, but it's the RV suppliers capital of the world. We'll have some information and some displays from suppliers. And then if that's not enough, we'll have we'll help you find things to do, like go to Shipshewana, which is right nearby. It's a Amish town with
Fun
Amish,
shopping,
great shopping and crafts and
antiques.
Fun foods and Das Essen House
Oh
is
yeah,
there.
gotta go there for chicken.
German food, Amish food, and then
the donuts.
Oh, rise and roll donuts. They call them Amish crack. We just are really excited about this. But again, there's limited tickets. This thing will sell out. All of our gatherings always sell out very quickly. This will sell out. We'll keep a waiting list for those of you if you can't get in. But you got to make a pretty quick decision on this, and that's how you do it. You can register there. If any of you do during this live chat that we're talking about here now, if any of you do get a ticket, let us know that you bought one in the comments so we can say welcome and congratulations. So a couple of quick things. We want to thank AP Tube for 99-cent super sticker. Thank you. Is that 99? It looks like that's British money, but I don't know what it is. I can't read it that well, but thank you for the extra little gift there. So we said this is Ask Us Anything, and we'll go to some of your questions, but let us know if you do get one of those tickets. We'll put your name up and say welcome and look forward to seeing you. So the first question I had here is from Eddie.
Please compare your space, full-time living, enjoyment in a road trek compared to your more recent B+ experience. We're considering doing the same thing. Thanks. There is a lot more room in a B+, because that's really a C to a B. A B,
It's a van.
It's a van. And the B+, they build.
Yeah, they build it out and bolt it on. There's a lot more room.
Yep.
That's all I can say.
There is considerably more room.
Now, we're not full timers. We're half to 3/4 timers, but we've been doing this for 10 years. And I don't know. Jennifer always likes to be, and we're probably going to be a 2 RV household because we're going to use our fifth wheel that we recently got, our Arcadia fifth wheel. That's going to be kind of like a home base at our Tennessee property. And we might be able to tell you more next week, some Michigan property that we hope to be able to camp on a lot. And then for longer trips, we'll probably be taking that, but we'll use in fact, we're going up the Upper Peninsula and we're taking our van up this weekend for Memorial Day. So, but anyway, there's no comparison. There's just a lot more room. And if you're going to be full-time living, unless, some people live in a B full-time and are happy.
And what you're not telling us is if it's one person or two and how many pets.
Oh yeah, big point.
Yeah. But you can live full-time in a B. A lot of people do. It's not for me, but I know people who do and they love it.
Yep. So best to you. It's just 2 people in a B full-time would be too much for us. So, but other people are great and it works out really well. Sharon Fields.
Jen, do you have to use special soaps, shampoos when you shower in your RV? I have to use special soaps and, shampoos in our house. We've got well water that's pretty nasty. You take your chances out there with the water. So I have my shampoo for well water. And my soap, I just use Dove. I use a mild soap.
And we filter our water in the RV. It's probably better filtered in the RV than it is.
Probably than in our house.
Yeah, than it is in our house. So
yeah, you do have to, because some of the well water just destroys your hair if you have color on it or permed or you've done something to it.
Okay, thanks, Sharon. Don Lester.
How hard is it to switch an RV to solar?
Well, it's not a job I would do by myself. I would hire somebody, but I'm not very handy. So you might be, Don, handy, but you got to get the right panels. You got to get them mounted on your roof in the right way. Then you've got to get your wiring down into the solar controller. And then you got to get that into, that's a spam call.
Got to turn off your phone.
Yeah, I should have turned off my phone. So you need to, get the wiring down into the solar controller, and then from there into the battery, and there into your whole system. And it is easily a day or two's job. So lots of work. It is hard. I would not attempt it, but I'm not a great DIYer myself. So maybe you are, and it will work great. I know people have done it themselves. But when you mess around with electricity and a lot of power and you want all your plugs to be inverted, there's a lot of little things you got to cover on it. So it can be challenging. So I would be careful. Maureen Tweedley joins us from Vancouver, BC. Thank you. It is great.
Somebody I saw is from Greece. I just caught a glimpse of it for a second.
And Bobby Craven is there.
Oh, here we go.
And the AP Tube is in Greece. Well, thank you. What a great place to be from. That's awesome.
Let's do a gathering in Greece.
Vicky Fry.
Will you give us an update on your Starlink internet?
I just did a story a week ago. So it's up on the YouTube channel.
Tell a quick summary.
It works great. What can I tell you? Starlink just this week came out with the RV version of it, which is a really great deal. That means you can start it and stop it as you want. But the problem is that it's really not available in many places east of the Mississippi. West of the Mississippi, it's pretty available everywhere for that RV. But if you're going to be traveling east of the Mississippi, it's not available. So I have enabled the portability function on mine. I pay $135 a month for it. I get
Extra for that.
It's $25 extra a month for the portability features, and it works wonderful. You know, you got to have a clear view of the sky. So if you're a boondocker in heavy forest, that's probably not going to work well. My only disappointment so far has been in the upload speeds, and that may have been because of the location I was at. I was in a fairly congested area, and my upload speeds were often not good enough to do like a live stream. Download streams, fantastic, as good or better than broadband cable. So, but I just did a video update on it, so it is all there, and you can find it. And I see Chris Cowley just put a link on the chat window to that video if you want to see it. Ivan and Josie's RV journey.
Okay, we want to upgrade our batteries to lithium. Is there a place you recommend that you know is good and are subject matter experts?
No, there are many places around the country now that can do this. Some of the big RV dealerships have done plenty now. I don't really recommend anyone in particular. We're looking at maybe doing some upgrades with lithium and stuff in the next few weeks. I'll share that experience with what we have planned as we get closer to it, and we'll share the whoever we choose to do the install. But I would always start with I would call a mobile RV techs near you and see if that's something they do and have done and can do right in your own driveway. We're big fans of mobile RV techs. So.
We are. They've saved us many a time.
Yeah. So I want to go back for those of you who have just tuned in, and I'll come back to how to manage a wet, muddy dog. Don't let them get muddy. But I want to come back to, for those of you who came to our special announcement, because this is a pretty time-sensitive one. We're holding a gathering. It's in Elkhart, Indiana, and it is July 18th through the 21st.
And I saw somebody requested that we change it to August. Sorry, it's July.
No, why don't you change your plans?
No.
July 18th
I wish
to the 21st.
we could. I wish we could have two of them.
I wish
but
we
we've
could
got
too.
just one. Maybe next year we can do it again.
Yeah, and this is really going to be. It's probably the premier venue for an RV gathering. It's in Elkhart, Indiana, right on the grounds of the Elkhart Motorhome Hall of Fame. Go to that URL right there, and you can get all the information. You can get a ticket. One ticket is good for one RV and two people. And we just urge you to check it all out. It's going to be a terrific time. We are really excited about this. So I think we're going to...
all the details are listed there.
Yeah.
What we're going to be doing.
All right. Kathy wants to know how you manage a wet, muddy dog.
Well, I wonder how big your wet, muddy dog is. That has a lot to do with it. Usually you got to rinse them off. You got to find...
Yeah, most RVs today have an outside shower. So tap into the outside shower and wash them off that way.
Rinse them off and then dry them off just like at home. And I saw something the other day, something that you stick a dog's leg in.
Yeah,
and I thought, well, that's kind of, you could probably use a plastic container, a bucket.
It had little things that grab the legs and take the buckets off. So you just stick their legs in there, you know?
Yeah, to carry something with you that you can put the dog's paws, but Bo always gets dirty on the midsection, his belly.
Yeah.
Oh, he can just go for a walk and come in, and I've got dark hardwood floors, and it's such a mess.
Best to you, Kathy, and don't let the dog shake off all that water next to you. James Shipley. We're
camping at Otter Lake Village. Have you been there?
Have not. Don't know where that is. So could be in any of 50 states. Hi from New Hampshire, from Running with Scissors.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Awesome. And who else do we have in here? AP Tube, 18 years old, watching from Greece. I didn't watch YouTube for months. Decided to join today, and your live came up. So I'm happy seeing you again. You are amazing. Well, you are too. Thank you. We appreciate that from Greece.
Greece is supposed to be such a beautiful, beautiful country.
Yeah, I'd give up the encounter to go to Greece. I'd love to go see Greece. So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
And Kathy G, with her question.
Okay, what is the difference in appeal of a fifth wheel versus towing?
room.
Oh, no, we're talking about the appeal of
The
a
appeal
fifth
of a
wheel
fifth wheel versus towing a car.
towing a car.
Yeah, room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose you could get a Class A, which I don't want to have.
Then we'd have room.
Fifth wheel
We
is
still have to
pretty-
tow a car.
Yeah, we still have to tow a car, so it'd be like 70 feet long or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't know. And fifth wheel is much easier to tow than it's easier to tow than like a trailer. And, plus I have the truck, so I don't have to have a tow vehicle and go through all of that stuff. It's just, we've never had one either. And so many of our followers do have them. We felt we needed to find out what they're like. And we did not expect we would get one. We saw it at the Tampa show and kind of fell in love with it. And
I showed enthusiasm, and he got so excited, and we do love it.
yeah, so we've had a lot of fun with it, but there's more room.
Yeah,
More
just
room.
plain old room. It's like a cottage on wheels.
Congratulations to Joanne Neely. We signed up for Elkhart. Can't wait. Are there showers on site?
That's
RB
what
is
I was
pretty
going
tight.
to ask.
I think so. We have to ask that. I'm not sure. There is a rest area there. Phyllis, I see in the room, is shaking her head. I'm not so sure that there aren't, though. We'll find out, but I don't know if they have showers on site. So you might have to use your bee or wear a lot of perfume. But congratulations, Jan. You're going to have a great time. Faith Rada.
Okay, as we got older, we gave up our RV and have happily settled into a modest stick and brick in the woods. It's like living in a private campground, hot tub and all, near enough to medical stuff. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
You get your peace and you're quiet. You don't have to drive, none of the congested roads and highways, and
yeah,
you
good
just
for you.
relax and enjoy.
Everything is a stage in life.
Everything's a chapter.
And I noticed, I notice almost every week some of these RV influencers that have been out there for 2 or 3 years are quitting. They're quitting their time. And
the people that quit first, the RV influencers, are those that live full time.
Yeah.
People like us, we have a home and we go here.
And we have a
go
condo,
there.
and that we rent. It's a rental condo, but I mean, we use it sometimes ourselves.
But if we
were full time, we probably would not be.
No, we wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't be still doing it if we were full time. I don't think I could get used to.
No, it's
that smaller space.
So it kind of, people slow down after they do. There's a few of them that are still out there, but most full timers we find end up leaving after several years. So,
and the medical stuff is a big one.
As you get older, you want to be near medicine, and
it seems like that's your part-time job.
Yeah, I noticed in our 10 years now, this is the first year we've decided that we want to actually slow down, and that doesn't mean doing less. That means not traveling from place to place. I mean, how many times we could probably count in one hand in 10 years how many times we stayed at a place more than 2 nights.
True.
Yeah, most of the time we'd stay at one night, and maybe we'd even move 30 miles up the road, or maybe it was 300 miles up the road, or down the road. But
and that is the question. When we went and looked the very first time at RVs, they said, "What are your plans? Do you plan on moving around a lot, or do you plan on sitting in a spot for a period of time?" And we said, we plan on moving.
And we did. For 10 years, we've been doing that. So now we want to stay in one spot and branch off from that spot, that home base, and explore the area that we're in. Because, every time we would leave, we'd say, we didn't see that, or we didn't go there, or somebody told us about this, and because we're moving on. So we're hoping to stay several days now, at least, in every site. And that's a big part. Faith says they still live vicariously traveling with the YouTube guys. Well, there's a lot of them still out there.
There's a million out there.
Yeah, I just noticed I think the RV odd couple, they call them. So they just stopped. They quit their
I think they said they were 3.5 years full time.
Yeah. And that'll burn you out. Ivy Jyoti.
Excuse me. Take care of family. We are going to the NRVTA inspector course.
That's the National
Yes.
RV TA. I don't know what the TA stands. Trainers Academy Inspectors course.
So they're going to have to miss the event this year, but hope to attend the next one.
Okay. Well, good for you. That's a great
wonderful.
skill to have.
It's wonderful that you're going to that.
Yep, you will enjoy it.
Time well spent.
All right, Brian H. signed up for Elkhart. Awesome itinerary. It is, Brian. I mean, I can't believe it. Thank you to Keystone RV, by the way, who when we said, hey, we're going to do this, but can you help us with just what we should do and what we can see? And they just jumped in full force. So they're awesome. We met Brian at the Super Show meetup.
Yeah, and they're going to bring their yoga mats. They're kind of asking about that. Why not bring your yoga mats? Do you think we could find somebody to teach a yoga class?
Well, I think anybody who has yoga mats probably could help lead us through some of them. Okay, Brian, you're in charge. Early morning yoga, or maybe not so early. Depends on what everybody wants. But yes, bring them. That would be great. Those of you just tuning in, that's where to go to learn more about this gathering we're going to do in July in Elkhart, the RV capital of the world. We're the first rally group to camp out at the Elkhart RV Motorhome Hall of Fame. And we haven't said enough about what an awesome facility this is. This truly is a world-class museum, brand new. It's huge. It takes a good 2.5 hours to go through it and to appreciate it. They have some special stuff that they'll be showing perhaps for the first time for our group. And you're going to absolutely love that. But again, if you look at the schedule, we have all the things you can take advantage of. And I know it's short notice, but we had the opportunity to get this and we jumped right up on it. And we're really excited about it.
We weren't, this wasn't even on the list, was it? It just kind of happened.
Bob Keefe says tickets are going fast. Yes, they are, Bob. That's the problem. They will sell out this. And, we could probably host 200 people there, but we can't manage 200 people. Well, maybe Phyllis can. See, she's shaking her head no in the little picture back there. But we're going to keep it to we're going to limit to about 50 RVs right now, and we'll kind of revisit all that. But there'll probably be a waiting list, and if we can open up more, we will. But it will sell out. Joanne Neely.
If there is not enough sun to charge your batteries, is running the generator the best way to get battery capacity back up?
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Or if you're in a motorhome, start the engine and the engine will charge it. Or the quickest way is to start your motorhome and go for a little ride at, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, and it'll charge it really fast. But your generator is a way to do it. Run your generator for a half hour, an hour, and it will charge them up pretty good.
So in our fifth wheel,
in the fifth wheel, we have more solar than we've ever had, I think, before. Anyway, we have 600 watts of solar, and we have, I think, 300 watts of lithium. And we're thinking seriously of upping that so we can make that truly be a boondocking fifth wheel. We are looking, as we've said before, about Michigan property and where we think there's a chance that we may be settling in. We would not have electricity for a while, so we'd really want to have that extra power. So, and we'll walk you through all of that as we go through that, if we're going to upgrade it, and we'll show you how it all works. But if there's not enough sun, start up the generator, and that'll help you. Maureen Tweedley.
As a solo senior, I figure I live in about the same space.
Slouching on the couch.
And my sticks and bricks as the size of a B class. So getting out and having different views is wonderful. So you don't need all that room, and going someplace new and different and planning and getting there. Perfect, a B. Somebody asked me once, if I was by myself, what would I do?
Yeah.
I would want to keep going.
She'd probably have a B, yeah.
Excuse me.
RV home.
We live in Decanter, Indiana in June. Miss your meetup. The RV Odd Couple bought a campground in Idler, Alabama. We stayed there a few weeks ago. It's really nice. Well, that's good.
If they were tired of 3 years of RV full-time, and they're going to get really tired quick running a campground. That is a tough job. But it's a fun job, because especially if you like this lifestyle. So good for them. I didn't know that. So congratulations to them. All right. Once again, that is the address to go for more information about the RV Elkhart Encounter. And again, we want to thank our friends at Keystone RV who are going to put on these awesome factory tours. We had I think we did a video showing how a fifth wheel is put together, and it's just fascinating how everything is. You've got to go see this tour, and they'll be doing free tours for our group. And we're going to be welcome at their campus, and they have several different manufacturers. They are the largest manufacturer of towable RVs in the world. So lots of stuff to see there. And we'll have some prototypes on the grounds of the Hall of Fame for our group, and that will be really fun. Mm-hmm. And we're really looking for it. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, what if we want to stay over extra? And you can. Yes, you can stay over a little extra if you want. Because they're a Harvest Host member. So you'd have to work that out with them. If you're a Harvest Host, they can probably let you stay over a couple of extra days. Bob Keefe.
We have a B van. Can we try something larger at the driving school?
Why not? Yes. I'm sure you can. They'll have, I'm sure, stuff set up. And that will help you. It's really good idea.
I hope they have a really big one. You get your picture taken.
Okay. Can I do a true confession?
Yeah.
Okay, so we knew we were going to do this video, and we had already said, I want to do a video called Jen Goes to Driving School, and we haven't edited it yet, so I got to put it together. But truthfully, I thought you would balk when it's time to get behind the wheel, because you said, I don't want to drive a big truck, I don't want to. And when this was in our little negotiations before we got the fifth wheel, I said, don't worry, I'll drive it. And lo and behold, we went through a little classroom training. She jumped right in this truck and just took off. And you did awesome. And you had a good time.
It was fun.
And they taught you, made you very secure about how to drive it. So yes, Bob, you can. I'm sure
it wasn't quite like driver's ed where they can control the gas and all that.
But he couldn't. He was right next to you.
I know.
No, you were
I know.
totally
They can't do that like driver's ed. But it was very comforting having somebody who was an expert sitting right next to you and telling you how to do it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
It was great fun. Kathy G.
Okay, we have 3 dogs, 12 pounds, 35, and 55, and drove from Florida to Colorado in our Unity. And we have done surprisingly well. Just wish this model had a slide.
102 pounds of dog. Woo! That's a lot. Yeah, they must not have the FX, which has the slide.
Uh-huh.
Well, good for you guys. That's a lot of commitment traveling with 3 dogs.
And you love them.
Yep, you do. Our fur babies, they call them that. Betty Rose.
How can we take our Prius without a tow dolly? Husband doesn't think it can secure it well enough.
Well, get a trailer, put it on a truck a trailer, and instead of having maybe that's what you mean by the tow dolly. You can also get so it's towed all 4 wheels down on the ground. I mean, that's the only way you're going to take it, unless you want to get a big trailer and drive it into the trailer and pull the trailer. But
somebody who specializes in that can help you.
You need to go online and make sure that a Prius can be towed all 4-wheeled down.
Not all cars can.
Even some of them can't even be towed 2 wheels, or the 2 rear wheels down. So that might be your only option. But I don't know enough about the Prius whether it can be towed like that. So find that out first. But the simplest way, if he doesn't think he can secure it well enough, is to buy a trailer and drive the car into the trailer and tow it that way, as you see a lot of people do. Lots of people do that. Chris Colley reminds everybody about the Hall of Fame being a Harvest Host member, and he has information right there. There's a link, and you'll find that in the chat room over to your left, the chat window, or to your right on the screen. Elkhart Encounter, that is the address to use to, rvlifestyle.com/Elkhart Encounter. More questions. At the Indiana Encounter, what are sites like?
Cement.
Yeah, it's a parking lot, with electricity. It's a rally grounds, they call it. This is what they're going to do for all the rallies. This is going to be like one of the premier rally spots in the country. So they're flat. There'll be cement. They're not trees. And you'll have electric hookups. There is water and a dump station at the grounds, easy to reach. It's not full hookups. It's just electricity. So, but it's flat. And
I don't think they have bathrooms with showers.
I don't have bathrooms.
think they do.
I don't know if there's showers there or not. I don't remember. I don't remember whether we've been there for the Elkhart open house, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
If they opened up their buildings, you could use the bathrooms.
Yeah, well, there's bathrooms in the building we'll be
Right.
having our meals at. So
Right.
there are bathrooms, but I don't know. I don't know whether they have showers. I would be surprised that they don't, because these guys know what they're doing pretty good. So we'll find out. So Nancy, I hope you and Robert can make it. That would be great. I don't know what Site 46, July 2nd to the 7th means, but that's great.
No, Phyllis is going.
Okay, Phyllis is saying, okay, Phyllis, put up the questions. She was like, there are no more. All right. So we are, you guys don't have any more questions. So we are going to get out of here and let you go back to your Thursday. I don't know how many of you are traveling this weekend for Memorial Day weekend, but we are off to northern Michigan, checking out some property. And then we're going, we think, up to the Upper Peninsula too. So, and then the week after that, we come back for one day and we're off to Tennessee. So we're on the road. And then again, remember those dates for the Elkhart Encounter. It's July 18th to the 21st. And you guys, you need to get those tickets pretty quick because they will be sold out. You can go on a waiting list if you're not sure, but get your tickets in. One ticket is good for one RV and 2 people, and that's for all the events that you'll see on the page there. So that's good. Joanne Neely.
Our very nice RV storage facility has been broken into twice with over, they're taking those catalytic converters. You've been concerned about that.
They are.
What do you recommend for deterring theft?
It's a huge problem everywhere. So these thieves are so good, they can go in and zap it out before you even know it. So the question is, what do you do? I'd ask your facility to put up cameras. I would ask them I would double check, how did people get in? How did they break? Did they climb the fence? Do they already have a pass, and do they get in? They need to have security cameras. Twice 10 catalytic converters. That's a big operation.
It's a business.
And, I would, if you're concerned about it, I would be very concerned about keeping my RV there. If that happened, what kind of security do they have?
Any place. I mean, if they want to get in, they'll get in.
Yeah. So it's a big deal. And it's a problem happening all over the country. There are people who've come up with ways that you can secure them, and they build like a cage for them. Just Google that on YouTube and you can find it, how to protect your catalytic converter. But you need good law enforcement and good security. And when you catch these people, you don't let them out. But that's just me. There's no excuse to let people get away with that. All right. We hope to see you guys. Hope you have a great, great weekend and enjoy it. Be safe out there. Stay in touch. Keep checking out the website. Ask us anything this Sunday, because we will be up in the middle of nowhere in the woods, and I'm not bringing my Starlink up where we're going. So we'll have everything else. And we're going to have some fun camping and kind of just chill out a little bit. Tell you the truth, we're finishing up our next book, which will be a 7-day adventure guide to Michigan's Lower Peninsula. We've already done one on the Upper Peninsula. This one will cover the Lower Peninsula, and it will go as a companion to our Upper Peninsula book and also our Great Lakes travel guide that's all available too. So we're kind of finishing that up. That's our big priority for the next week or so. So thank you guys so much for being with us. And we hope that you do check out this. We'll keep this thing up on all of our Facebook groups and on YouTube, so you know the details of it. But get your tickets quick, because they're going fast. Thank you so much for watching.
Happy trails.
And